Good day, welcome back to the channel. AwarenessLaws, you're speaking with the Master Manifestor, the teacher of the law of assumption. Today, I want to talk about the repetitive thoughts that you are having from your past and their effects. If, for example, like me, you are haunted by things that have happened in your past, it is time for you to understand what you are doing to yourself, because I myself did not understand this until I came across a few videos this year that were on YouTube that were talking about basically the simulation. And I was privileged enough to meet someone who was able to coach me about what the simulation was. So it's currently the person that I'm communicating with moving. So how the past is actually blocking you is like this, right? For example, if something happened in your past, no matter what it was, it stays inside of you as a memory that you want to surpass. You don't want to stay on it, but then it keeps coming into your mind. So, what happens if you begin to react to the thought by amplifying the scene of that thought with a certain feeling? What you will start to notice happening in your life is that you will start to attract that situation back into your life in the form of a reminder of that situation. There will be reminders happening in your physical world. So, this is why it is important for you to understand that if you continue being blocked um, from overcoming a thought, it is based on the fact that you are entertaining the thought, and you don't understand that you are actually living in a simulation which means what you are thinking escalates, what you are saying escalates, um, especially if you keep reminding yourself of that, or if you keep wishfully thinking of that. So the best way to unblock the miseries of the past is to start to view another past, the past that you wanted. If in your past life you were in a situation that was horrendous, maybe you were in prison, or maybe you were abused, or maybe you were in a very difficult position in your life, and those traumas, they keep coming back. Maybe it's a childhood trauma that you had. What you should do in those situations is understand that you can use your mind to change those scenes. What would you have wanted to happen? You would have wanted not to be abused. Start to see yourself as a person from the past that was not abused. Start to see this person that if this person had lived up to this present moment, this person would be feeling good about themselves. This person would be positive about their life. Start to see that person who had gone to prison. If that person didn't go to prison, they'd be more confident. They wouldn't have a criminal record. They would see opportunities in things. The stains from the past can be removed by us being in our imagination the person that we would have loved to be in the past. Be that person now in imagination and bring that person forward in the present moment. So this idea is very good for you to understand that you have got the power to change the events that happened in your life by imagining what you would have wanted. Yes, if you think logically, you're going to think this is a fallacy, or you're going to think that this idea, how is it going to help me? Well, you can try it, you understand, so that you can see how it will have a positive impact. It requires a lot of discipline. It requires you, every time you start to have the thought of your past, you then sit back and then say to yourself, my past happened positively. In my past, I never went to prison. In my past, I was never abused. I was never raped, if you're raped, or beaten up. In my past, I was clean. That's why today I am clean. Because remember, once you start to understand that now you are free currently, you can then free the traumas with other imaginal activities. This basically requires you to trust your imaginations. Once you have the power to trust your imaginations, then this you will be able to do. This is by no means, guys, some psychiatric advice, nor is it by any means some psychological advice. This is just basically one of the methods that I learned from the law of assumption, one of the methods that I am using, that I am sharing. If you are traumatized, I would suggest that you consult with a physician or a registered, medical practitioner. So you can use your imagination, guys, to change the way you see your life from the past. Because remember that the things that happened in the past, you cannot change the physical realities of those things, but you can change the mental realities of those things, you see. So you can always move on from your past life, because if you don't, you will always fall short of the glory and the honor of the gifts of God that are presented to you by life and the opportunities that life has to offer. With that being said, guys, I pray that whatever you're going through, you can be able to overcome, and then you can be able to move on with your life and stop dwelling in your past, and try to place a scene where you are able to move on from your past. Sometimes you will find that the person you are seeing, this type of person from the past, it's reminding you of the past. You should change your attitude towards the person, especially if the person is no longer infringing you, is no longer hurting you, is no longer doing things that you do not like. So I know sometimes we stay on the past, we get reminders by seeing certain places, by seeing certain people. It's a matter of now changing the mental attitude towards things, because remember, if you carry on with the same imaginal scene, your subconscious mind and your body and your brain will take it literal, and then it will give you more of that. Remember that you are giving more of that which you are thinking of with feeling, whether it be positive feelings or negative feelings or traumatic feelings. So guys, thank you for your time. I hope you unlock the traumas from the past, overcome them as I did, with love and peace. God bless.